Hello and welcome to my YouTube cycling channel. Today I'm going to talk about the rear derailleur, or rear mech as it's sometimes known, and how to fine tune it so that your gear changes are as smooth as possible. This is actually an update of a film that I made back in 2006, so I will be recapping to a large extent. The method of adjusting the gears is still exactly the same, it's just that this new film is now in HD. Woo! In this how-to, I'll be demonstrating using the Shimano Ultegra 9-speed, but the methods I'm about to explain will work right across the Shimano range, as well as for other brands such as Campagnolo and Shram. Now for many, adjusting the rear mech has always been a bit of a black art, but it's actually very simple. A key point to remember is that for all of your adjustments you should start in the highest gear. That is to say, the chain should be in the smallest sprocket on the block. One of the first mistakes people make is thinking that these two limiter screws on the back of the mech affect the gear changes. This is not true. The only thing these screws do is limit the distance the mech can move up or down the block. The limiter screws should have been set by the bike shop when you first bought your bike. They very rarely need adjusting unless you've damaged them in some way or if someone has been fiddling with them. So if you're not experiencing problems with your chain leaving the cassette either at the top or the bottom of the block, then I suggest you leave it well alone. If you are experiencing problems, then please look at my other film on this subject. Put very simply, gear changes are made when tension on this cable is either increased or decreased, causing the rear mech to move the chain either up or down the sprocket. You can make minor changes to the tension of the cable using this barrel adjuster on the rear mech, but don't worry about this just yet. The only thing you need to do at this point is ensure that it's turned about 3/4 of the way clockwise. This will give you optimum adjustment when you do need to use it. If it isn't already, ensure the chain is on the smallest sprocket. The first thing to do is check that all the cables are positioned correctly and are sitting in their housings. Then, gently turn the pedals. The chain should be moving smoothly and everything should sound nice and quiet. There should be no chattering or sounds as if the gears want to move up or down the block. If there is, just turn the barrel adjuster clockwise, decreasing the tension slightly until they do sit quietly. Then make one click on the gear shifter. What you want is for the chain to move up smoothly to the next gear and sit there nice and quietly. If it doesn't quite manage it, keep turning the pedals and slowly rotate the barrel adjuster anti-clockwise to increase the tension. You'll hear the chain start to chatter and then eventually move up as you increase the tension on the barrel adjuster. You may even need to do this a couple of times, returning the chain to the lowest sprocket and trying again. Now the beauty of index gears means that once you have correctly set this for one gear, it should work throughout the range, and as you can see, it's doing just that. If after all this you're still having problems, there may be a larger fault with your bike, such as a bent gear hanger, and it may be a good idea to visit your local independent bike shop. So that's it. Please like, rate and subscribe, and check out some of my other cycling films.